Good morning, Cougars and Stars. Today we are going to read a book to celebrate the first day of National Library Week. Wild About Books, written by Judy Sierra and illustrated by Marc Brown. It was published in 2004 by Alfred Knopf Books. Now, the best way you should practice your reading is to a pet or a favorite stuffed animal. That way, when you make mistakes, they're not judging you and you still get the practice. So let's go. Wild About Books. Excuse me. It started the summer of 2002, when the Springfield librarian, Molly McGrew, by mistake drove her bookmobile to the zoo. Molly opened the door and she let down the stairs, turned on the computer, and sat in her chair. At first, all the animals watched from a distance, but Molly could conquer the strongest resistance. By reading aloud from the good Dr. Seuss, she quickly attracted a mink and a moose, a wombat and ox, a lemur, a lynx, 8 elephant calves, and a family of skinks. In a flash, every beast in the zoo was stampeding to learn all about this new something called reading. Forsaking their niches, their nests, and their nooks, they went wild, simply wild, about wonderful books, choosing thin books and fat books and cat in the hat books and new books and true books and heaps of how-to books. Giraffes wanted tall books and crickets wanted small books, while geckos could only read stick-to-the-wall books. The pandas demanded more books in Chinese. Molly filled their request, always eager to please. She even found waterproof books for the otter, who never went swimming without Harry Potter. Raccoons read alone and baboons read in bunches, and llamas read dramas while eating their lunches. Hyenas shared jokes with red-bellied snakes, and they howled and they hissed till their funny bones ached. A tree kangaroo who adored Nancy Drew began solving mysteries right there at the zoo, such as why were the bandicoots' books overdue? Gently, Molly taught lessons about treating books right, for the boa constrictor squeezed Crichter too tight. Baby bunnies mucked up Goodnight Moon with their paws, and giant termites devoured the Wizard of Oz. And Bear's love books was completely outrageous. They licked all the pictures right off the pages. Tasmanian devils found books so exciting that soon they had given up fighting for writing. They made up adventures so thrilling and new, the others decided to be authors too. Pythons wrote with their tails, penguins wrote with their bills, and porcupines wrote with their very own quills. At the new insect zoo, bugs were scribbling haiku. A walking stick and the scorpion was giving a stinging review. Walking stick, a cannibal twig, silently devours a leaf, eating, not eaten. Pretentious, says the scorpion. Dung beetle, roll a ball of dung, any kind of poo will do. Baby beetle bed. Stinks, said the scorpion. Millipede, I dig for treasure in my enchanted castle. A rotten apple. Boring. Giant hissing cockroach. Hiss, 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 hiss. Hiss, 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 hiss. Hiss, 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 hiss. Redundant, said the scorpion. As the cheetah's new novel began to take shape, he read chapters each night to the barber he ate, and although the gazelle couldn't sleep very well, like everyone else, she had stories to tell. Imagine the hippo's enormous surprise when her memoir was given the Zulitzer Prize. With so many new books, Molly knew what to do. She hired 12 beavers, a stork, and a gnu to build a branch library there at the zoo. Then the animals cried, "We can do it ourselves. We can check these books out. We can put them on the shelves." And they did. And they do, up to this very day. 3 cheers for the zoobrary. Hip, hip, hooray. As you can see, I've made several mistakes while reading. When you visit the zoo now, you surely won't mind if the animals seem just a bit hard to find. They're snug in their niches, their nests and their nooks, going wild, simply wild, about wonderful books. And even though I've made these mistakes, my friend here hasn't minded. Remember, practice, practice, practice your reading. See you soon, my loves.